Hello, everybody. It's Mark Bloomhard here, founder and CEO of Boulder & Co. Creative Studios. And thanks for a lot of people reaching out with questions. And today, what we're going to talk about is something that's a little bit, I think, difficult to talk about. It's probably the most difficult part about my job. It's just basically leading people, if you will. So a lot of people have asked me to kind of slant a lot of my conversations to the leadership of creative studios. And so this is kind of interesting. I'm going to tell you from my perspective, right or wrong, I actually don't really care, but this is my perspective on how to get promoted. So there's a lot of different things that somebody could say. I'm going to throw out about 4 or 5 today. Okay. Again, there's a lot of things you could say about this. All right. So this is just Mark Bloomhard's perspective. First, over deliver. Okay, so you're going like, okay, wow, I was hoping to learn something new today. Over deliver, okay, sure, But here's the problem. I don't think that people tell you, hey, do this, and your life will change. Okay, nobody really says that in black and white, and so sometimes you say that like just over deliver, and you're like, yeah, I over deliver. But do you over deliver? Let me explain to you what I think over delivering is. Over-delivering is that, let's say you get a project. Your boss gives you a project, says, hey, could you do this? And it's due on Wednesday. Over-delivering means that you're done by Wednesday at the absolute latest. You never miss a deadline. Okay? Never miss a deadline. All right? We just don't here at Boulder & Co. Creative. So we just don't miss a deadline. So if you miss a deadline, I mean, you better have a good answer as to why. So that's the first thing, never miss a deadline. I'm surprised how many people take these deadlines and they just don't really care. Let's say a deadline's looming and, the project's kind of, not going very well and people are leaving at what, 5 o'clock? Seriously? You know what that means to me as an employer? You actually don't really care, right? So even if you stay till 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a creative industry here, okay? Do you know how many times people my age have worked all-nighters? Like, you never miss a deadline. That's first of all. And when I say over-deliver, when I mean over-deliver, I mean that you deliver on that project on time. It's something that you've completely swung for the fences. You put your heart and soul into it, your passion. You know what? That was your job. Okay? And nobody really tells you this. Now, here's the over-deliver part. You make your boss look smart in the process. Like, think about that. That's what I consider over-delivering. So you've done absolutely everything that was required of you on time, and now to over-deliver, what you've got to do is make your boss look smart. Don't worry about that. Karma will take care of you. You will be taken care of. Don't worry about that. But what I mean, make your boss look smart, then you add a little bit. So then let's say it's a pitch, or let's say it's a project. You've done absolutely everything that's required of you, and you just put a little icing on a cake. And you're like, hey, boss, listen, I thought about this as an additional strategy or additional value. We could do this for the client. And then all of a sudden the boss is going like, wow, okay, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. And you've just deposited into the bank truck, some additional funds, trust me, and those will come back to you. Those are invaluable people. So you could say, for example, if we're working on a campaign, we were just working on a campaign with LinkedIn, and one of the team members going, and it was actually this morning, one of the team members was saying, oh, this is happening. This is what LinkedIn's doing. This is a new feature for LinkedIn. I'm like, thank you. You just made me smarter. So thank you very much. That's over delivering. So the question is, are you over delivering? Are you swinging for the fences with everything you've got in you? You're doing all your projects, all the passion, all the intensity, on time. All right, that's delivering. Then over-delivering, are you making your boss look smart in the process? Okay, so that's the first thing, over-deliver. Second thing, under drama. When I started this, I said one of the hardest parts was leading people. Okay, now let me just be really blunt. When you lead people, it's like you just kind of put it out there. It's kind of like they just take and take and take. They want like the clients want more for less. All right. Then the employees want more money. You know what I mean? It's just on and on and on and on. It's just like, hey, could I have this? Could it, on and on. And then like drama inside the workspace. And people are talking about this person, blah, blah, blah. Over drama or under drama. Do not be part of it. Make yourself unbelievably easy to be with. Okay? So if you just have one thing and you're over delivering, I'm like, okay, that's great. But you've got high drama at the same time, you've just neutralized yourself, people. Right? And, so at some point, if you're high drama, then you know what? Let's say you're like, think about leaving somewhere else. Nobody really cares. Like, think about that. Roll it, smoke it, take it to the bank. I don't care what you do with it. Like, if you're high drama, like, nobody cares because they all have their own drama. Okay? So, like, let's say your boss or your supervisor, whatever it is, they have their own life. They have their own drama. They have their own kids. They have their own spouse. They have their own battles. And almost everybody out there is just literally trying to survive. They're tapped out. Almost everybody I know, they're just kind of like 100%. So some people are like, nobody really cares. And they're just like, blah, 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 blah. Stop. First of all, nobody cares. And here's the gasser, right? Nobody can care. So let's say you're like talking to 10 people about your problems and you're like, 10 people don't care. Well, there's 10 people, well, what am I going to do? Take care of 10 other people's problems? I do care. But there's only so much I can care. I still have to run a company. I still have to run a family. I still have to run like these boards that I'm on and on and on. I am tapped out, and it's just not me. I'm telling you, wake up, smell the coffee. It's everybody. Everybody's tapped out. And it's so unbelievably narcissistic to think that all these people need to care about your problem. Turn the light around, look yourself in the mirror. How many people do you actually care outside of your little realm? Do you care for 20 people, 30 people and all their problems all day long, every single issue, every single drama? So here's the thing, under drama. Over deliver, make your boss look smart, and under drama. Like, seriously, make it a point that you are absolutely the easiest person in the shop. Right? If you're an agency, I don't care if you're an insurance agency, I don't care where you are, I don't care if you're a dental hygienist. Make yourself the easiest and stop pushing. And push and push and push and push. So you can be like, hey, I over deliver. They're like, yeah, but you over drama. So that means you're kind of neutral. So you know what that means to you and to your boss? It means that if you go, you go. They're not going to sit down with you going like, oh, wait a minute. What can we do to make you stay? Because you're just such an incredible, valuable employee. You're kind of neutraled out. The third thing, strategy. Okay? Every single business runs off initiatives. Absolutely every single business has goals in mind. So what are your business's goals? Think about that for a second. What are they? Do you know what they are? Do you know what your role is in light of all the their goals? So that's the third thing, right? Strategy. If you just sit there and do your job, that's I'm like, okay, that's great. But wouldn't it be great if like your boss is sitting there going like, he's up at night wondering how to pay the mortgage or how to pay the bills. He's up at night worrying about like all these different battles. And what if you said, hey, this is a great way to make money. Hey, what about this? This is kind of like our wheelhouse. We could pursue this and, we can grow our revenue by 15%. Like, how valuable would you be? Think about that for a second. I wish that somebody told me that. And sometimes you're going to be in studios, you can't really make a difference, right? But train your mind so as you go up the ranks, you're actually always thinking about strategy. Think about that, strategy. Where's the company going? Are you helping the company get there? Every company's trying to grow. Almost, just about every company, okay? And if the company's not growing, then consider if you even want to be there. So strategy, are you helping that company grow? Okay, so so that's the third thing. The fourth thing is your presence. Like, how are you in the office? Are you this force to contend with? Or do people want you on the projects? Or are they kind of neutral? If you're on a project, you're not on a project. Or do they want you to be in meetings? Think about that. Every meeting you go to, it's like this World War III. And you're like, I really contributed. But then people are kind of rolling their eyes. Do they even want you in the meeting? That's your presence. Like, are you educated? Do you understand what the company does? Like, that's your presence. So, 4 things. Over-deliver, under drama, work on strategy, and work on your presence. And I'm telling you, like, sky's the limit, folks, because there's very few people that do that. Okay, so best luck to you. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything to add to the conversation, you know where to find me.